it's Mr. Stuart, and today we are going to be talking about the British taking over India. I want you to think back to the Industrial Revolution. What were some of the effects of the Industrial Revolution? Think about this for a second. Alright, so they're able to produce more goods, and the British were able to produce them at a cheaper rate. Because of this, the British wanted more natural resources such as cotton for their textile factories. And since slavery was about to be made illegal in the United States, the British decided that they were going to look to India to satisfy their cotton needs. So, as you can see here, today I'm working on a puzzle. So, whenever you start a puzzle, the first thing you want to do is make your outer ring. So I looked for all the flat pieces and I put them together. So today I'm going to start doing the interior of the puzzle. One group of people who are very important in Britain's conquest of India are the sepoys. Now, who are the sepoys? The sepoys were Indian people. They became soldiers, they were trained by the British, and they worked for the British East India Company. Alright, their job was to protect that company's business interests. Now, this is going to lead to a lot of conflict with the sepoys because, one, they're soldiers, so they do want to follow their mission, but on the other hand, their loyalties do not lie with the British, but they lie with their homeland of India. The sepoys are going to be very inexpensive to pay and they're going to be easy to maintain, meaning the British do not have to ship their own soldiers from Great Britain to India. They could just use the local populations. Now, the British East India Company is going to do a lot of good. They're going to improve education in India. They're going to build roads. They're going to have Western law. They're going to have a lot of social reforms. But there's going to be a lot of bad. One, they're not going to care about the culture of the Indian people. Two, the policies of the British are going to lead to famine. There's going to be massive amounts of deforestation. There's going to be massive amounts of local industry, and agriculture is going to be destroyed by the British. Eventually, the sepoys are going to revolt against the British. There's a couple reasons. One, the sepoys are mostly Hindu and Muslims, and they did not feel that the British respected them. For example, the bullets that they had to use were usually covered in either pig fat or cow fat. Now, Hindu people are not allowed to handle cows. They consider the cows sacred. Muslims are not allowed to eat pork. However, in order to load the bullets into the guns, they had to bite off the tip of it with their mouth, hence having to either eat cow fat or pig fat. Another issue is that the British would make them travel. They would miss their holy days. A third issue was that the British would allow widows to remarry. The local population was not happy with this policy, so they revolted. This revolt, the British are going to be victorious, but it's going to be extremely bloody because there's going to be a lot of religious fervor, and furthermore, the sepoys did not feel respected by the British. So here I am back with the puzzle, and you can see that I got a few pieces together. If you can see here on this diagram, I'm working on the river part today of the puzzle. It's kind of difficult because there's 1,000 pieces, but you know what? It'll eventually be done. Stay tuned to a future episode when you will see the finished product. So India was part of Britain's overall economy, meaning India wasn't a priority, it was just a piece of the machine. There's going to be widespread famine in India. One of the innovations the British are going to bring is that they're going to increase agriculture. This is going to lead to a massive growth in population. However, India is going to be unable to support all the extra people being born. There's not going to be enough food because a lot of farmers, instead of using the food to feed the local population, what they're going to do is they're going to sell it overseas. Hence, unfortunately, a lot of people are going to starve as a result. I'm going to read a quote for you. A single shelf of good European literature is more than the sum of Arabian and Indian literature put together. What that means is that really shows how the British looked down on the people that they conquered. There was a lot of arrogance, a lot of the feeling that our way is the best. The British are going to introduce a lot of Western ideals. They're going to educate people in the British way. What's going to happen as a result of this is that the Indian people are going to say, hey, why can't we have our independence? One of these people is Mahatma Gandhi, who we'll learn about in a few weeks. So that was today's lesson about India. It was short but sweet. Stay tuned for tomorrow because we will talk about China. Stay safe and stay quarantined.